Very good morning, students. Welcome you back. Today we are going to talk about spermatogenesis. So our objective would be to understand this process, that how sperm formation take place in human beings. So for understanding this process, we are going to take help of this, diagrams. So we have three diagrams here. So one is this diagram that you are seeing, which is showing us the testis in transverse section. Other is the enlarged, section of seminiferous tubule here. And this is a diagram which is depicting that how, sperms are formed. So I'll be taking up these diagrams one by one to help you understand this process of spermatogenesis. So first of all, what is spermatogenesis? It is the formation of sperm. So how it take place and where it take place? So you very well know it takes place in the testes in humans. So testes, they are made up of many minute small tube-like structures. These highly coiled tubules, these are known as seminiferous tubules. So can you see this? So this is a section of testes which is showing these small tubules known as seminiferous tubule. And if we look at this one tube, the transverse section of one tube, this is how it looks like. So we are already familiar with the male reproductive system. Now we are going into the anatomy of it. So these seminiferous tubules, when we cut their transverse section, this is what we can see. So what do we see in this transverse section is that these seminiferous tubules, they are lined by germ cells, which are also known as sperm mother cells or spermatogonia. So these are the mother cells which are ultimately going to form the sperms, and these cells are what? They are diploid. Their ploidy is 2n. They are diploid. So they will undergo meiosis and finally they lead to the formation of sperms. So it is a step-by-step process by which spermatogonia are converted into sperms. So we will now try to understand that what are these steps. So as I told you that these sperm mother cells or gamete mother cells, male gamete mother cells are known as spermatogonia and they are diploid. So first what happens is these spermatogonia, they multiply themselves by plain mitotic division from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, they increase their number. But one point before I begin to tell you about this, how it takes place, you should know that this process of formation of sperm, it takes place at puberty, right? So this is a difference, like you read in case of, or you will be reading in oogenesis, that is formation of egg. It starts at the fetal stage, but here the spermatogenesis, it begins in human females at puberty only. So when a male reaches its puberty, these gamete mother cells, these spermatogonia, they start multiplying, and they, on multiplication, they form primary spermatocyte, and this is the normal mitotic division. As a result, this 2n cells still remain to be 2n. So this spermatogonia are diploid, even the primary spermatocytes are diploid. So after this, these primary spermatocytes, they undergo reduction division, that is meiosis. And you already know that meiosis has two parts, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So when the first reduction division take place, that is meiosis 1, these primary spermatocyte, they divide into two equal cells which are known as secondary spermatocytes. So here they have, the ploidy has changed. From diploid, they have become haploid by meiosis 1, resulting in formation of secondary spermatocytes. So is that clear to you? So here you can see that here after division, the spermatogonia, first by mitosis, they form primary spermatocytes. These primary spermatocytes undergo reduction division, that is meiosis, to form the secondary spermatocytes. So two such equal secondary spermatocytes are formed from one primary spermatocyte. So now second division of meiosis will take place, which is an equational division only, where these secondary spermatocytes will again divide and they'll produce two haploid cells, resulting in formation of haploid spermatids. So although this is also haploid, secondary spermatocytes are haploid, but by meiotic division they'll further form two cells. So what I want to tell is that from one primary spermatocyte you get four haploid spermatids, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these four haploid spermatids are formed, which are haploid. So this primary spermatocyte was diploid, and after meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, it has resulted in formation of spermatids. Now these haploid spermatids, they morphologically change and they develop a head and tail-like structure. They become motile sperms. So this process of morphological changing of spermatids into sperms, also known as spermatozoa, this process is known as spermatogenesis, and this finally leads to formation of haploid sperms. So although spermatids were also haploid, but now morphologically they have changed. They have acquired the shape of a motile sperm, and this process is spermatogenesis. And once they are formed, these sperms, they embed themselves in another cells present in the seminiferous tubules, which are known as Sertoli cells. So actually in the seminiferous tubule we have two cells. One is the sperm mother cells, which form sperm, and another cells that we have are the Sertoli cells. So these sperms, they embed their head into these Sertoli cells, the yellow color cells you are seeing in between these spermatogonia. These cells, these are known as Sertoli cells, and sperms embed their head into Sertoli cells and they get nourishment from that, and after acquiring nourishment they are released into the seminiferous tubules. They are released, and this process of releasing of sperm is known as spermiation. So what in a nutshell we can say is spermatogenesis involves conversion of spermatogonia, which are sperm mother cell, first by mitotic division into primary spermatocytes, and then by meiotic 1 division into secondary spermatocytes, and by meiotic 2 division into spermatids, and by morphological changes into spermatozoa. So this completes the formation of sperm, and the sperms are released. So now some terms, new terms that we need to remember are what they are: spermatogenesis, that is, it is a process of production of sperms. Spermiogenesis, it is differentiation of spermatids into motile spermatozoa. And spermiation, that is release of sperms from the seminiferous tubule. I hope you have understood. Kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel if you are liking it. Thank you very much. Thank you.